There's got to be something else you could do with that money and have just as fun of a time. Go rent a booth somewhere, or go run up some huge tab or whatever. There's plenty of things you could do. Or a crazy party at your house.
Literally, there's a million things you could do here. But yeah, really interesting in what Ryan said there. I mean, but again, it's a nation. The nationalism in Canada. Look, Vancouver is a Blue Jays town, okay? That's how it works. Hockey's the only sport where every city's got their own deal.
I don't think there's any normal fans who would pay that price. I think that if you just have so much money to blow and you want to spend it...
Normal fans are going to show up at Jurassic Park Sunday at 7 a.m. for a game that doesn't start till tonight at 7.
The only
9.
The only way I could see fans spending that money, and I firmly believe this, if the Lions ever make the Super Bowl, then you'd see normal Lions fans spending that type of money to go to the Super Bowl and spending thousands and thousands of dollars just to see it.
Yeah.
But with the exception of a Lions Super Bowl type thing, which maybe I guess that's comparable to how it is with the Raptors fans right now. But unless it's Lions making the Super Bowl, I don't know any average normal fans that would spend that type of money.
No, there aren't any average fans spending this money, but it's an entire country. You said that, Mike. Did you see the Raptors fans that showed up to Oracle for Game 4?
I was stunned. I was listening to, what was it now? It was Brian Windhorst, Jackie McMullen, Ramona Shelburne, and Zach Lowe. And they were doing one of these emergency podcasts from Oracle. And all you could hear in the background in the postgame was Raptor fans chanting, "We are the North." Now, it wasn't people standing behind them.
Right.
They were way up in the rafters, and they wouldn't leave the arena. And it was like a couple thousand fans. I don't think it's all that different than what we see in European soccer, where fans are just insane.
And that's what you're dealing with an entire country. Because that game was over. I went somewhere to watch the game. SportsCenter comes on the screen at the restaurant, and I'm like, oh, they must be showing Air Canada Center. They must have had a viewing party. Couldn't believe it. But it's fans from Vancouver, Calgary. They're all showing up. That's why the price is this. It won't be regular fans buying it, but that's why the price is where it is, because an entire country is showing up for this game.
Right. What would it take for you to spend $2,200 to go watch a game? An MSU Rose Bowl type of thing that you've been to before?
No, because it didn't cost me that to go to that.
Exactly. But I'm trying to think of...
$2,200 to watch a game? And it's just my ticket?
Yes.
I'm the wrong person to ask because I think I'm too jaded at this point. There's not a scenario I can brew up in my mind where it would be worth it to me or I would be compelled. Nothing comes to mind. I mean, I've been to an NFC title game with my dad and watched the Giants go to the Super Bowl. I didn't have to pay $2,200 for it. I've seen my team in the Rose Bowl win the last real Rose Bowl. Didn't have to, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be a Yankees World Series. It wouldn't be the Islanders in the Stanley Cup Final. I don't even care anymore, really.
What about MSU in the national title game in football?
Nah. Watch it from home. Because the national title would be in a place like Jerry World where there's no good seats to actually watch the game. Like, I love the people who spend all the money to go to Jerry World and they end up watching it, wait for it, on television. Yeah. You're watching the big screen. I'm the wrong person to ask.
See, Lions Super Bowl, I can honestly say to you guys, I would spend
And
that.
guess what? I wouldn't argue. You've gotten nothing.
Haven't seen it, yeah.
You could absolutely justify it. I wouldn't say a word. It wouldn't be my place to do it. I would totally get it. Same thing for a Browns fan.
As crazy as it sounds.
But, no, I mean, Mike, it's the same thing with this Jurassic Park thing that they got going there. There's not a scenario that would get me to go and stand in line to go line up outside the arena, God knows where anyone's going to the bathroom, and watch a game on a big screen. I don't get it. I mean, I think it's a cool visual, but the Raptors right now, like Mike here, and David is right, they have 7 Jurassic Parks around Canada.
Yep.
There are other Jurassic Parks in other cities. That's the benefit of being the only show in town. It's the equivalent of Alabama football.
People just want to party. And
Why is Alabama football? They're the only show. Why is LSU? That's why, because the Saints were losers for so long. Why is Michigan? Because the Lions have been trashola for their entire history. Michigan wins. Well, it's the same thing now with the Raptors. They have this ability to take over an entire nation. And it's wholly unique. And I'll tell you what it is, Mike. Truthfully, it's the NBA's dream. Since former Commissioner David Stern, it was his dream to have international basketball take off. Put a team in China, put a team in Europe. This is proof positive if you put a team in another country and it works. The international mentality of fans can turn it into something that is more powerful than anything we have in American sports. Anything.
And I guess thinking about it more, maybe I do understand it a little more, because it's crazy when you say $2,200 for a ticket. But when you look, dude, no title in Canada. So what is it? 26 years since the last title in sports.
Correct.
So I guess when I think about it like that and kind of relate it to the Lions' misery over the years and the drought, I guess it's not as crazy as I once thought it was, because I can understand fans paying that if I relate it to the Lions. And I know for a fact if the Lions were in the Super Bowl, there would be tons of average fans that have no business spending $2,200 on a ticket that would.
Once in a lifetime. 248-539-9797. By the way, the country of Canada has not won a meaningful championship since 1993. I mean, the Maple Leafs haven't won a Stanley Cup in whatever it is, 50 years. Mike, the country hasn't seen a championship in 26 years, 25 years. So, yeah, and the fact that Toronto is the New York of that country and the wealth that resides in Toronto, yeah, I can see it. I just wouldn't do it. Have you been down in your basement lately? Is it damp and wet? What about the gutters? Damaged, overflowing? You got reliable protection? This is the time of year, guys. I mean, what does it rain? 25 of the last 30 days? Don't kid yourself. You've had water down there before. You're going to have it again. Don't wait till summer. And don't do it DIY. That ain't good. Call Foundation Systems of Michigan. You get a professional inspection, take the time to explain the problem you're having, and you can make an educated decision. You get a transferable warranty, excellent financing. Guys, Foundation Systems of Michigan, permanent professional solutions, a phone call away, 877-DRY-MISH. That's 877-DRY-MISH. Or you simply go online on your time at drymichigan.com. It's Foundation Systems of Michigan.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
This hour of the Mike Valenti Show is brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Call 1-800-LOW-RATE.
Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. Let me preface this by saying I've got nothing but respect for Madison Bumgarner. This guy's an absolute stud, the last of a dying breed in so many ways. But yesterday's Dodgers-Giants game in San Francisco was not his finest moment. Not when he left a 92-mile-per-hour meatball over the plate in the first inning, and Dodger Max Muncy jumped all over it. Mad Bum, meet Mad Max. Muncy got all of it and wasn't 2 steps out of the batter's box before Mad Bum started jawing at him. According to Muncy, Mad Bum told him, "Don't watch the ball, just run. Don't watch the ball, just run." You got it, Walter Johnson. Again, I love Mad Bum, but that's a moronic thing for any pitcher to say. Y'all are fighting a losing battle, and you're killing the game in the process. I love the guy, but I hate the way he handled that. I'm Jim Rome.
I've been around a long time, seeing a lot of gadgets show up that are supposed to make my job easier. Digital screwdrivers, Hammer 2.0, the new improved nail, now with more pointiness. You know what really makes my job easier? Grainger. Easy reordering, easy inventory solutions, and easy to do business with every time. Gadgets come and go. You want reliability. You want Grainger. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by to see for yourself. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
They're the U.S. women's national soccer team. The reigning world champions sitting atop the throne. The whole world is coming for the crown. Just remember, if you come at the Queen, you best not miss. USA, Thailand. Coverage begins tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on Fox.
That's the sound of a new can of Benjamin Moore paint. That's the sound of a perfect front porch restoration with a few coats of the right stuff. That's the sound of your clients being so pleased with their contractor they send you a bottle of wine. The sound of doing an excellent job painting someone's cabinets. So they refer you to 4 of their friends. Any job you have, covered. That's what you get with Benjamin Moore.
Hey, Rich, nothing says summer quite like a new Jeep Wrangler at employee pricing.
Hello, how about a Ram truck at employee pricing? A trailer in the boat. Now that's summer.
Well, at least we agree on giving employee pricing to everyone. Saving thousands in minutes makes car buyers happy.
Tanya, employee pricing for everyone makes me happy too. Pick out any Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram you want. Here's your employee price with your super low payment. It's a win-win for everyone.
Over mileage on your lease or upside down in your loan? Lalonde Land Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram helps people just like you every day.
Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Lalonde's lenient lenders will get you approved, and you still qualify for employee pricing. Come see me, Rich.
And me, Tanya.
Today, during the summer of Jeep sales event.
At the all-new Lalonde Land Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on M53 in beautiful Imlay City, Michigan.
Call 810-724-0444 or click LalandeChrysler.com.
Exclusive limited SRT models and Gladiator.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
97.1 The Ticket.
All right, we'll get to the phones momentarily, but it's 4:45. You know what it is. It's Sully's cocked and loaded pick of the day. Sully.
It's 4:45. Not getting any action at home? Have Sully lay it down for you.
Bangkok 96.
It's Mike Sullivan's cocked and loaded pick of the day.
I'd love to get that poll, for sure.
Well, Sully hasn't been getting much anything lately. 10-9 overall, still +6 thanks to Brooks Koepka. But,
Yep.
Friday's selection, a loser. You went over for Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Sully, the unwashed masses are beginning to question your competency in the sports betting realm.
We can't win every game, guys. We know that, but we get right back at it and we continue pushing. I will have, you mentioned Brooks Koepka. Wednesday, I'll be giving you my U.S. Open pick. And if anything, you know that you better put money on that because I nailed Brooks Koepka when he was 12-1. But
God, he just continues to remind everyone it's the only thing keeping him afloat.
here's what we're going to do tonight. And you, both of you, David and Mike, will be upset with me, but what we're going to do is we're going to look at the series price for the Golden State Warriors at +325. And we're going to take 2 units and put it on the Warriors to win the series at +325, and I can reason it.
But you already bet the Warriors for the series on a previous cocked and loaded.
Which we lost. Which we already dismissed that unit. Because once it goes in, the unit, we already dismissed that unit.
David, he is doubling down.
You have to.
This is stunning.
Kevin Durant back tonight. And here's why I'm doing this. Because I asked David this question. I said, David, will the Warriors win tonight? He says, yes, they will. I said, I completely agree. If the Warriors win tonight, they're going to go back home and they're going to win. So what this is doing, this is taking +325. How you mentalized it. How you mentally think about this. You're taking +325 and you're essentially saying one game. Game 7 +325, which if they get to Game 7 is going to be nowhere near that. So we're playing the value here of +325 for the Warriors to come back and win this series. 2 units on it as well.
Stunning obstinance. Stunning. and a
It
hard
makes
fade.
sense, though. Makes sense.
To you, it does. I'm going to go. Oh my God! I'm going to go to Greg, 97.1. Hi, Greg.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey guys.
Good, man. What's up?
Hey, perfect timing. I'm almost at my destination. Michael, I'm a dad of 4 boys. My father's from Sicily and Italian, so you know where I'm coming from. So I use role models because they're there, and I use it to the advantage of how you not want to act or how you want to roll. So I ask them how you want to roll, R-O-L-L. Because, you know, in an Italian family, you could have an uncle that's more popular than, you know, the President of the United States. And when he walks in a room, he's magnetic, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I use them. They can't, actors, everyone, you can't get away. My kid loves Chance the Rapper, you know, so sometimes I think he likes them more than me, but I'm not going to show jealousy over it, although it sometimes eats me up.
And you hung up on yourself. Okay, good talk. Greg, I was really wanting to hear the rest of that. Not sure what took place. We'll go to LJ, 97. What's up, LJ?
Hey, how's it going? Love the show.
Thanks, man. What's on your mind?
Hey, just wanted to chime in about Kyle Lowry, the soundbite. And I think the piece that's missing there is, I know at least for a black household, about 80% of us are growing up without our fathers. And so that's a big role as to why kids look up at athletes and even rappers, as Greg was talking about it, as being role models. And if you don't have anyone there, you know, the need for a role model doesn't go away, so you find it wherever you can get it. You know, so I think Kyle Lowry recognizes that. That's why he chose to comment on it the way that he did.
Okay, and look, I'm not down on Lowry for answering it the way he did. I think he was trying to be nice and respectful, and Kyle Lowry's done a lot of growing up since when he came into the league. I was more looking to you as a fan, you as a dad. I don't know if you're a dad or not. My point is, it's just one of those things in 2019, I can't believe that anyone's mindset would be that. But David believes 60% of parents, that someone else is raising their kids except them.
I mean, that's not a stretch. And I mean, it's...
God, is that scary? God, is that scary?
Yeah, I think probably the biggest crisis in our nation is you know, deadbeat dads, you know, and it's too many of us that either don't have a father or fathers don't take an active role in raising our children. You know, I do have 2 kids, and, you know, they're my whole life. You know, I say if I can figure out how to get paid for being a full-time husband and dad, that's what I would do. You know, it just doesn't work out that way, but, you know, it's really scary.
Yeah, well, I mean, hell, I'd be petrified with kids. So I understand it. I respect it. I don't understand or respect Sully's pick of the day, but more on that later. Tony, 97.1, what's up? Oh, no, hold on, David, go ahead. Tony, I'm going to get to you in 1 second, man. Hold on. Go ahead, David, quickly.
I was just going to say what he's saying is true. I don't know. I guess I grew up kind of differently. So I see that, but I also grew up where there was community everywhere. So it wasn't just athletes. There were, you know, religious leaders.
This is the part where you have said on these airwaves, it takes a village.
It does, and that's what I grew up with. So sorry.
Let's go to Tony, 97.1. What's up, Tony?
Hey, how's it going, Mike?
Good, buddy.
Yeah, I'm a Raptors fan in Windsor. Been a Raptors fan since they basically came around when I was like 3 years old. And this entire experience has been crazy across Canada. Like, I have family out east, family out west, and they're sending me pictures and videos of them at their local Jurassic Park. The Jurassic Park here in Windsor had 6,500 people at it Friday night. It's an absolute, just party. Like, going to the gym, people are wearing Raptors gear. Going to work, people are talking about the Raptors game.